Good morning, students. Today, once again, I am live now. Today, we will take your lesson 5 in Beehive book, The Snake and the Mirror. Students, in this lesson, we will read about a homeopath doctor, how he encountered a snake, and how he became safe from that snake. Do you like to look at yourself in the mirror? What do you think about at such times? Students, here narrator asking to us, when you look yourself into the mirror, what do you think at that time? Have you ever seen a dog, a cat, or a bird look into a mirror? What do you think it see when some creature, snake, dog, bird, look themselves into the mirror? What they think? What do you think it see? Now read the humorous story. Humorous, that means amazing story about a doctor, a snake, and a mirror. We will read in this lesson about a doctor, about a snake, and a mirror. So let's start this lesson, students. Has a snake ever coiled itself around any part of your body? Have you any experience when a snake came and coiled in any parts of your body? Suppose think a full-blooded cobra. What do you think about a full-blooded cobra? All of us fell silent. The question came from homeopath. The topic came up when we were discussing snacks. We listened attentively as the doctor continued with his tale. A doctor, a homeopath doctor, continuously telling this story about a snake, and we all are listening. It was a hot summer night, about 10 o'clock. I had my meal at the restaurant and returned to my room. Here, narrator is telling it was a summer, and after taking dinner, he returned to his room. It was 10 o'clock night. I heard a noise from above as I opened the door. When narrator opened the door, he just listened the sound from the above. The sound was a familiar one. One could say that the rats and I shared the room. It means, students, here the sound was familiar one. It's mean here in that room not doctor only live. In that room narrator and rats, both of them living in that room. So narrator always listen that kind of sound. That's why he think it is very familiar sound. I took out my box of matches and lighted the kerosene lamp on the table. That doctor just take the matches, matches, and lighted the kerosene lamp, because that time that room was not electrified. It was a small rented room. I had just set up medical practice and my earnings were meager. Students, it was a rented room. It was not hi-fi room, so it was not electrified. And doctor in very recent set up his medical practice, so his earning was not enough so that he can rent hi-fi room. I had about 60 rupees in my suitcase. Here, narrator is telling he has only 60 rupees in his suitcase. Along with some shirts and dhotis, I also possessed one solitary black coat which I was then wearing. And in that suitcase, he has 60 rupees. Narrator has 60 rupees, and one more thing is there, his shirts and dhotis and one black coat that he wearing. Now stanza 3. I took off my black coat, white shirt and not so white vest and hung them up. He just take off his black coat, white shirt and not so white vest and hung them up. That shirt and that coat he hung up there, and he opened the two windows in the room. In that room he was living, he just opened the two windows that having in that room. It was an outer room with one wall facing the open yard. It had a tiled roof with long supported gables that rested on the beam over the wall. It means here it was the first room. It was very outer room, and it had tiled roof. It means it was not the cement, and you can say uh, it was not the building. It was just a uh, tiled roof with supporting gables that rested on the beam over the wall. There was no ceiling. There was no ceiling. There was a regular traffic of rats to and from the beam, and it was very raw room. Raw, that means it was not the ceiling. So in that roof, rats was always running here and there. I made my bed and pulled it close to the wall. I lay down, but I could not sleep. There, narrator tried to sleep, but he could not. He got up and went out to the veranda for a little air, but the wind god seemed to have taken time off. But the wind god seemed to have taken time off. It means that here there was no wind, there was no air is going on. I went back into the room, sat down on the chair. Narrator again came inside the room. He just sat down on his chair. He opened the box beneath the table and took out a book, the Materia Medica. Actually, he had box, and in that box he had book. He just take out of that book. That book name is Materia Medica. I opened it at the table on which stood the lamp. A large mirror, a small comb lay beside the mirror, and beside the table one mirror was there, one comb was there, one Phil's attempted to look into a mirror when it was nearby. Narrator here feels that tempted to look into a mirror when it was nearby. I took a look. In those days, I was a great admirer of beauty and I believed in making myself look handsome. Narrator always look into the mirror. He always think about himself to look like beautiful, smart man, handsome man because he was unmarried and I was a doctor. Here narrator was a doctor. He felt he had to make my presence felt. He always think whenever he go, his presence must be felt by someone. I picked up the comb and ran it through my hair, adjust the parting so that it looks straight and neat. He just take comb and ran through his hair and he just part his hair so that it looks good. Again I heard the sound from above, and in meantime again he listened the sound of snack. I took a close look at my face in the mirror. I made an important decision. And he take a close look at into the mirror and he made an important decision. What important decision he had made? Now we will see. So students, we have seen that a snake and mirror. We will explain this chapter in your Google online class. You all come in the class and listen my lecture there, and if you have any doubt you can ask question there. Thank you for joining us.